Buenos dias, mis amigos. How's everyone doing today? My name's Captain Dave Trafton. Welcome to Miami Offshore Journal. Today is a little bit different. We are going to be a solo trip. I'm by myself today, and it's a nice calm day here in Miami. It's beautiful, about 72 degrees, light winds. Seas should be 2 feet or less if the weatherman's right, which often they're not. And we're going to go out and try our hand at daytime sword fishing. So we're going to be dropping deep, about 20 miles southeast of here is a good starting point. I've had success in the past, so that's the plan. Daytime swords solo. I'm on one of my club boats today. It's a 27-foot Sea Pro. It's a decent setup. It's got everything I need. So it's twin engine, kind of fuel efficient, not too bad. Electronics are okay, nothing great, but it's what I've got to work with. So I'll show you what I'm bringing today. I'll be deep dropping with the Daiwa MP3000. It's got a 7-position adjustable rod butt holder. It's on a Stans from Nick Stanzik down in the Keys. Legendary sword fisherman. His heavy-duty swordfish rod. Of course, I've got a wide gap gaff. I've got a harpoon there. That's a Nick Stanzik harpoon. The bucket. Let's see down here. Got my harpoon set up with the buoy ball. Got 600 feet of line there for the harpoon. Brought 2 trolling rods today. I've got my Shimano Tiernos 20s on their 6-foot Captain Harry's rods, which I think are made by Crowder. They're Crowder blanks, and they're 30-pound rated. And I've got my 2 Van Staal spinners on my Biscayne rod. Customs Biscayne rod makes excellent stuff. They've been around since the 1940s, and they're paired with a Van Staal 150 and a Van Staal 200 with the power knobs. That's just in case we run across anything as we're running out there. Maybe pick up a dolphin. Yesterday there was a lot of blackfin tuna around, so I've got a couple little feathers if I want to throw out and try and grab another tuna or something on the way out. Those are the R&R tackle, Ray Rocher's little feathers. He makes great products as well. So that's it. That's the plan. Join us as we head offshore in search of the broadbill swordfish. We'll see you out there. Thanks. Hey guys, so made it out here to Sword Grounds, and the wind's actually not that bad. It's switched. It's kind of a northwest wind. Since we're in the middle of the Gulf Stream's flowing to the north. It's about, I'd say about 2.2 knots of current right now, so it's not crazy. It can be 4+ knots when it's really ripping. So our drift is, the wind's kind of helping us out a little bit. It's keeping our drift slightly offshore. So we're going to be heading a little bit northeast versus directly north, or even pushing in towards the west. I'm ready to start deploying my setup. Got everything set up here. The reel's ready to go. Got it strapped in. Because I'm on a club boat, there are no electrical outlets, so I'm forced to use battery packs to run my electric reel. They actually do really well. There's adapters for the larger reels, and I also use these on my deep drop reels. I use them on my kite reels. Anytime I'm on a boat without 30 amp plugs, it's great. Like I said, we've got the Stans rod, heavy duty swordfish rod. Coming on down here, I've got my weight ready to drop, attached to my long line clip, and I'll show you at what point that attaches. Got my bait right here, just a pink squid pattern on top of an eel, big sharp hook. Forget what size that is exactly. And the leader is going to a couple of lights up the line. You'll see it as I start to deploy it all out. But yeah, the way this works is we start into the current. So I'm going to turn the boat around. We're going to go with the current towards the north. And let's put the boat in gear, start letting the bait out. When I hit my 150-foot mark, I've got a floss loop on the 300-pound main line. I'll attach the weight with the long line clip to the floss loop, deploy the weight, continue to the north, moving the boat as the weight carries the bait down. I'll let about half the distance. We're in about 1,600 feet of water here, 1,700 feet of water here, so about half that distance. I'll let it go out, then I'll start a wide looping turn, and by the time we finish the turn, we'll catch up to the weight. We'll continue to let it go. We'll find bottom, pull it up off the bottom 80, 100 feet, and move the boat as needed to keep the line up and down, and that's our drift. So yeah, let's get to it. There's the first flashing light. So I'm about 10 feet up the main line. Second flashing light. This one's green, that one's multi. Little disco party in the front. OG greenie in the back. Just hand lining it out for that floss loop. So that's our wax floss loop. Goes to the main line, hangs off of here. We're going to attach our long line clip to that loop, and the weight hangs from there. That's it. So it's not sitting on the main line, it's sitting on the loop. When we fight a fish, this comes up, grab the long line clip, remove the weight, fight the fish on the rod. That's the theory. All right, off we go. Nice wide turn here. So the boat will be facing south while it's drifting north. Just gonna tighten it up, let the boat fall in line with the weight, and eventually we should be pretty parallel to one another. There we go, found bottom. Start up about 100 feet off the bottom. Guys that use LPs, they talk in revolutions on the spool. So I'm reading in meters and not feet today. And that is pretty much it. Mis amigos, we're sword fishing. So it's now it's a waiting game. We sit here, we watch the rod tip, keep the boat positioned correctly. A lot of sword fishing videos you guys watch. There's multiple people on the boat, at least 2 people. It's a smart way to do it. Going solo like this is something I really enjoy doing. It's probably not advisable. A lot of things can go wrong out here when you're on your own. But one advantage when you've got multiple people is you can deploy a second rod. You can have a buoy rod. So you've got your tip rod, you've got a buoy rod that sits further out, so you're covering more ground. You've got baits at different depths, and improves your opportunities. Obviously, if you've got 2 rods out, some guys will fish even a 3rd rod. Greater chance for tangles. It can be a mess, but again, you're always just trying to improve your odds any way you can. So we're just watching for any movement on the rod tip, or especially if the rod comes up and the line appears to be slack. A slack line means a sword's taking your bait and he's actually swimming up to the surface with it. So slack line is good. And every so often you want to go back, find the bottom, make sure you're not too close to the bottom where your weight's going to get hung up and you're going to lose your rig. And you also want to make sure that you're not too far off the bottom either, because out here it's hills, man. It's up, it's down, so you want to stay off the structure, but you want to stay close enough that you're in the range where the swords are. It's a waiting game. We'll check back in with you once we have any bites. We'll let this drift go about 45 minutes to an hour. We'll pull the bait if we don't get any bites, reset, check it, AMF. Third drift, 0 bites. The current picked up. We moved a little bit, current picked up, we went back to the heavyweight, and same bait. Bait looks great, swimming great. I've got marks where we've caught fish in this area, so it's a waiting game and we're just along for the ride. You haven't been seeing, but what I do like to do about every 5-10 minutes on a 45-minute to an hour drift, I'll drop the bait, find bottom again, and bring it back up just to make sure it's in the right spot. And the reason I'm doing that, in addition to knowing where you are in the water column, is sometimes just that action of moving the bait up and down will help bring some fish in, get some attention to something. So just bringing it up, dropping it down, bringing it back up, sometimes you'll get a bite. So just keeping it moving in the water column and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we get one. I think we got bottom. Son of a bitch. Well, my friends, when it rains it pours. So I got hung up on the bottom trying to pull it out. It didn't pull out. It eventually broke off. So I'm down an expensive weight and my battery just went out on the reel. So I'm not going to hand crank this. I do have a backup. It's a bigger one. This thing's a beast. This one's 15,000 amp hours, 2200 watt. So it's much bigger than the one on here. Will last a lot longer. It's just a lot heavier and more cumbersome. But yeah, let me swap these out and get the rest of this line in. See if we've got anything left to deal with, or if that's it for sword fishing today. Yeah, it's coming in super slack. So my guess is I lost everything. And if that's the case, the 150 feet of 300-pound wind on, yeah, it's all gone. Damn. That sucks. What are you gonna do? That's fishing sometimes. We're gonna start heading back towards home. Head towards Government Cut, see what we see along the way. You know, I've got the 2 trolling rods, a couple spinners. Maybe try and salvage something out of the day, but yeah, sword fishing's done. That's the breaks. Yeah. So I'm kind of a stubborn bastard, and I figured if I can't sword fish, I still want to use the deep drop reel. I don't have my smaller one that I typically use. I can re-rig it and go try a couple spots I wanted to work on yesterday, didn't get to. The only problem is I don't have bait to deep drop with. So I need to catch something along the way to use as bait so I can deep drop on the way in. Saw this weed patch, figured drop a jig down, see if anybody's home. Oh, got one on. Got one on. Oh, some dolphin. Oh, he spit it. Son of a gun. A decent dolphin too. Well, see if we can get them back. Oh, they're on it. Oh, they keep dropping it. Need that hook to stick. There we go. Oh, he spit it at the boat. Son of a gun. Winging me, man. Ah! You know, some days you just feel snake bit. This might be one of those days. Try and troll it. There's so much weed, though. Let me see if I can pull these lures by one time. See if I can get those dolphin to fight. It's gonna be tough. Pretty clean through here. Got scattered weed there, scattered weed over here. But I got one little shot to get by the big patch here before I get into the thick weed. See if we can get a strike. Oh, well, we got a double. Guess that'll work. Which one do I go for? We got one mahi. At least we got some bait now and something to eat. Get him in the box and see if that other fish is still on. Looks like he might be. Button or down. Yeah, just a little guy. And he got off at the boat. Well, ain't that fun. Well, we got one. I might make another pass through the area just to see if we can pick up another one. All right, well, we had to pivot. The sword fishing thing didn't work out. We caught a dolphin on the way in. I'm gonna try using dolphin for bait deep dropping because I can't go home with one mutilated dolphin. My wife will not be happy. She loves black belly rosefish, so I'm gonna try and pick up some rosies for dinner on the way in. And I've kept the dolphin intact enough that if I do get stopped by FWC, it's legal and there's no issues there. So I don't know. We'll see if they like dolphin meat, but let's find out. Here we go. Bit of an overkill with the MP3000 and a heavy duty sword rod, but that's all we got. So you go with what you got. The current's ripping and just trying to keep the boat and the line lined up. Brought it up again and I didn't think there was anything on, but we managed one. So we'll try again. Kind of a small to medium, but I'm not going to say a huge success, but it's something. There we go. That's the one good thing about using dolphin as bait. That skin is just so tough. These fish can eat it all day long. I'm sending the same bait right back down. All right, time to run back down, reset. Here we go. There we go. It's one thing we learned. Rosie's got no problem with dolphin meat. So, it's good to know. There we go. Come on, baby. Hop on for the ride. Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we got them on. This rod is just so stiff that those bites are not like real obvious. They were hitting it. I don't know. I can't even tell if there's no load on the rod at all. It's just way too stiff. It's 4:15. Probably call it here pretty soon. I just want a couple more for dinner. Still make a couple nice sandwiches out of that mahi. Might do some blackened dolphin sandwiches for dinner. Moment of truth here. If I don't have anything this one, I'm doing one more drop and then we're out of here. Another single. Small one. Bam. Well. All right. One final drop, and that's a day. All right, we got them on. Stay on now. Yep. This one might be good if they can stay on for the next 5 minutes. Whew, there we go. Yeah. Wow. We either got a stringer full of rosies or something bigger. Wow. 150 feet to go, and he's pissed off as all get out. That's not fighting like any bottom fish I'm used to. Makes me wonder. Come on, baby. 30 feet. Oh, it's big. I think it's a shark. It's gotta be a shark. All right. And it is a shark. Wow. He's a pissed off shark. Wanna have a look-see? Wow. Let's get him off and let him go. Not what we were expecting, but it is what it is. Later, dude. That's a wrap, amigos. Let's boogie to the barn. See you back there. Not a big haul today. Got my buddies over here waiting for me. Hey guys. So there's 1,001 different ways to clean a dolphin. I prefer quick and easy. Just pierce the skin, rip it, rip it. Straight down the backbone. Hopefully. Over the top, back down the bloodline, and around the rib cage. Boom. Always cut the bloodline out. Again, put them 2 eyes out, man. Let's have some fun with the tarpon. Let's get them a little fired up right here. Come on, boy, you know you want it. There's a big boy. Not you, little guy. And I'm excited with some skin. Get fired up. Some eggs. There's a big old nurse shark. Come here. Ah, that's it. There's the crowd.